Hey guys, welcome back to the Opinion Caucus. My name is Jamie, and today we're going to dive into this short clip by Nick Fuentes that I saw on Brian Allen's account on Twitter. I thought it was very enlightening about the MAGA mindset and what they see the Trump administration doing, not what we see from the Democratic perspective. Because when I see it, I see a bunch of people that are coming terrorizing young children, people that are brown and black, just for the sake of terrorizing them. That's what I see when I see the Trump administration. I see a bunch of bigots that are racist that are just creating chaos for the sake of creating chaos. But y'all tell me what y'all think about all this in the comments. Don't forget, we're currently at 214 subscribers. We're trying to get to 250 before the end of November. I think that's entirely possible. It's free to like, comment, and subscribe. So please do so as it pushes this content out to other people that might also enjoy it. And let's hop right into this clip.
What I would say, though, about 28, and this is maybe new, is like when you look at what Trump is doing, he's creating a lot of tension right now. The ICE raids, the militarization of law enforcement, the war everywhere in Venezuela, Ukraine, Iran, the advance of AI and technology. It's like, if a Democrat wins in 29, I'm moving to another country because whoever comes into power from the left is going to want blood because they're going to want vengeance for all. If they regroup, that's sort of presumptuous. Yeah. If they regroup and reorganize, they're going to kill us because, like in Chicago, I live right by where this is happening. They set up this detention facility. They're rounding people up, putting hype edits of it on Twitter. It's pissing liberals off. Liberals are going to the place, protesting. The cops are beating the shit out of them and laughing and taunting them. More protesters come. Now they're ramming cars into ICE cars. The cops are shooting them. Now they're bringing in DHS. It's like we've gone so far up this escalation ladder in like 3 months. And what I fear is that Trump is not going to finish the job. He's not going to salt the earth and destroy Antifa. So all he's doing is pissing these people off. And that means the violence is going to get worse. They're going to organize. We're going to get like Mamdani for president in 28 or, something along that vein. And that's why I think it's really important that like a Republican does win, but it just can't be Vance. So like that's kind of how I'm thinking about it because they're really barking up the wrong tree in my opinion. They're signing checks they can't cash.
I find that extremely interesting from Nick Fuentes' point of view that he is seeing exactly what liberals are seeing, and what he's seeing is making him fearful for a Democrat to come into power. Because I can honestly say this as somebody who is in their 20s, somebody who has children, somebody who has lived through the Trump administration 2 times. I personally will not be voting for anybody who is not out to be just as aggressive with liberal policies. Like, I'm seeing an AOC needs to be on the ticket someplace. I'm seeing, but for the Democrat Party and everything that's going on, I know they're probably going to try and do like some white man. I can see Gavin Newsom. He seems to be like a really tough fighter. I can see a J.B. Pritzker. I can see a Governor Westmore from Maryland, but he seems like very happy and joyous, but I think that he could be aggressive if he needed to. Like, I'm seeing that from my perspective, what I'm seeing on Twitter, what I'm seeing on my Blue Sky, what I'm seeing on my TikTok. I don't think Democrats, like he's saying, I don't think Democrats are going to lay down for another Joe Biden. And Republicans should have been happy that we had Joe Biden. They should have been happy we had somebody like Obama where he had to wipe that, where she was preaching, when they go low, we go high. We're not seeing that anymore. When they go low, a lot of people are saying we want to go to hell. Like, they want to go to WHE hockey stick. They want to rake the coals with Republicans. So what he's saying, I don't see that being wrong. And I can personally attest that I'm not going to vote for anybody who's going to lay over. Given how aggressive that Donald Trump has been with these executive orders, I'm not going to vote for anybody who is not willing to put it all on the line. I need somebody who's going to be pushing for universal health care. I need somebody who's going to be pushing for childcare. I need somebody who's going to be pushing for making sure that it's affordable to live in America. I need somebody who's going to be pushing against these corporations that are constantly poisoning us. There's a reason why there's more cancer now than ever. Younger people are getting cancer earlier. There's a reason why. It's because we're being poisoned. I am pushing for somebody who's going to be extremely aggressive in their policies. And we are seeing how they are treating these courts. We need to make sure that when we vote and when we organize this time around, that we get the numbers necessary to put term limits in, make sure that we're adding more seats to the Supreme Court. If not at all, right, the way that the Republicans are acting like the court orders are a suggestion, Democrats, we are too smart. We are highly educated enough that we should not be having anybody in this office that does not know how to get this student loan covered. Because we were able to cover tax cuts for the most wealthy, but we couldn't cover student loan payments. Supreme Court, what's going on? Like they halted that for Joe Biden. And now we have Donald Trump. He's just firing people all lackadaisically. Like, y'all know that he fired the special education department at the Department of Education, which provides for 7.5 million United States American children that they have an adequate education. For that, some schools were not allowing for special needs kids to enroll into school. I'm telling you that if he's seeing it, liberals are already feeling it. I can personally attest to this. Yo, I just wanted to know what y'all thought about this. I thought this was a very interesting clip from Nick Fuentes because it shows that Republicans understand what's going on. They understand just how aggressive these policies are. They understand just how bad they look. And you see, like, he isn't worried about those policies hitting him per se. However, he is worried about potentially a Democrat going into office and using those exact same powers that Donald Trump is pulling all into the executive, because that's what he's taking away the power of the purse from Congress. He's doing rescission. He's doing all of these things. He's moving around money, right? He's violating the Hatch Act. Republicans are saying nothing. I'm telling you this right now. When the House gets back the majority after the 2026 midterms, we better have impeachments out the wazoo. Everybody should be getting impeached. Pete Hegseth, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, Donald Trump, impeachment, 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 over and over and over again until they get out of office. Because all they have done this entire time is grip off the office of the presidency and ignore the needs and the wants of the American people. Y'all tell me what y'all think about all in the comments. Did y'all think this was an interesting clip? Please support. It is free to like, it is free to comment, it is free to share, and we're trying to get this content out to as many people as possible. I can't wait to see you on the next video.